Welcome you back into Leopard Stadium. So we are about 6 minutes away from kickoff of the 7-4A conference season. Your Malvern Leopards hosting the Bulldogs of Waldron. Captains getting ready to meet at midfield. Captains tonight for Malvern, number 42, Kyston Biggs, number 33, Garrett Harrison, number 50, Jack Buchholz, and number 5, Keelan Janelle. You want to do captains from Waldron? All right, captains from Waldron. Number 22, Cole Bailey. Number 32, Kaysen Davis. Number 59, Mikael Ward Jr. And number 55, Zayden Jones. Ben, let's talk a little bit about our isolated player of the game tonight. Expecting to get a lot of reps tonight in this offense that Waldron runs. Look to him to make a lot of tackles. Going to be linebacker number 11, senior Romere Bennett.
Romere Bennett is one of those young men that we have seen grow up. He's one of those sophomores that we keep talking about from 2 years ago. We saw them just really we knew when he was a sophomore he was going to be a good football player.
Yeah.
He ran downhill, sometimes a little out of control, but he played fast and he played physical. But as he has matured, his decision-making and just the patience that a middle linebacker has to have, which is just a little hesitancy just to make sure that you're shooting the right gap, that you're not overplaying. He's picked that up. He's still playing physical. He's still playing downhill. And if the good thing about Romere, we've been saying this for 3 years, if he does make a mistake, he's going to make it fast and he can blow a play up. And that's what I love about it. He loves football. He loves contact. And this is an offense where they're going to run the ball right up the middle. They're going to do some option stuff. They're going to do some veer stuff. But they're going to try to run between those tackles a lot. And this is an opportunity where Romere could conceivably have somewhere in the ballpark of 15 tackles in this football game. And he's one of the best tacklers we have on the team because when he comes in with bad intentions. And he has absolutely shown that he is maybe the best middle linebacker in the conference, one of the best in the state. And just one of those kids that I love to watch play just because of how fast he plays the game.
His closing, it's like when he makes up his mind to close on the ball carrier, close the gap, it's like blinking. He's there, and he's already there, Seth. He's that quick.
Malvern did win the toss, elected to receive to begin the ball game. They're going to be going from left to right on your screen or radio, however you're choosing to be taking us in. Those of you who know the stadium but aren't here means they will be going from the scoreboard to Bill Hunt Fieldhouse or the beautiful Leopard Center where the basketball Leopards and volleyball Leopards play their home games. Leopards take the field as we are, it's like 2:50 away from game time, but I bet once everybody's ready, we'll probably be ready to kick this one off. Leopards in all orange tops, orange bottoms. The Oklahoma State look, as I like to call it. Ron always likes to throw up when I say that. Waldron in the white tops, black pants, black helmets with a metallic orange stripe.
I wonder, we went to the orange pants a couple of weeks ago, or 3-4 weeks ago, because of the crew that was calling, the pants too short over the knee. And I wonder if that had anything to do with wearing the orange tonight, Ben.
Yeah, who knows? It's one of those deals where you don't want any other distractions necessary.
Yeah.
And so, if we're going to be honest about this football game, it's a game where you want to be able to get the Duprees and the Carradines and the Allens out of the contest as quickly as you can. And I hate to say that, but we can afford to say that in the booth. The football team cannot afford to say that.
Yeah, and by the time they hear it, it's already over after we said it.
But you just want to get to that point as quickly as you can, because as we saw last week, you're trying to avoid injuries that are going to prevent you from being your best at the end of the year. So. Any little nitpicky thing. So it could have something to do with it. I don't know, but it's one more distraction that we don't want or need in this football game.
Well, number 11 for Waldron has it teed up. I would say his name, but it's not listed on the thing that I'm looking at, the roster I'm looking at.
Yeah.
Back deep to receive is Tavian Clegg as Malvern has the hands team up and ready, prepared for an onside kick. And it is an onside kick.
It's not going to go 10 yards.
Not going to go 10. So now we're going to get good starting field position to begin the game.
That's why his name is not on the budget.
Yeah, that. If I'm the defensive coordinator from Waldron, I don't want to give the Malvern offense the ball in my own territory, and they're in by what, 4 yards?
Maybe it was a sign of confidence, Ron.
Okay, all right, that's what we'll take it. We'll take it that way.
Going to start from Waldron's 47-yard line.
3 plays.
And right now there is absolutely nobody guarding Ethan Martin. Well, now they pulled somebody out, but you still have one-on-one coverage back here on Carradine.
Give is to Dupree. He's getting upfield. Now across the 30, 25, 20, 15, steps out of bounds. Looks like around maybe the 12-yard line. Jalen Dupree ready to get back into action after that bye week.
And you talk about who's upset about Malvern starting on the Waldron side of the ball. It's probably our offense because those are yards that they're not going to be able to get.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, Jalen really was showing some speed there. I mean, it's just we get used to it, but he was chucking along.
And really loved the way that Carradine was blocking on the outside and had that corner on skates too.
1st and 10 from the 12. Give to Dupree. Cuts it up the middle. Got room. He will walk into the end zone. Touchdown, Malvern.
Well,
2 plays, 47 yards rushing for Jalen Dupree and a touchdown.
14 seconds.
That's the way you want to start.
I can do those stats.
You can do those stats. All right. You don't. We may need a calculator before it's all over with, but.
How many feet you got now, Ron?
Well, I got. Let me see. Let me take my shoes off. Leopard cheerleaders running the flags down in front of the crowd, as we'd see on every touchdown. PAT.
Josiel Martinez's kick is good. 11:46 left here in the first quarter. Leopards lead this one 7-0. We'll be back after this.
Farmers Bank and Trust is proud to bring you Kasasa. What's Kasasa? It's an easy way to earn cash, no talent necessary. It's like a participation trophy that's actually worth something. You do everyday things, we reward you in cash each month. That's free Kasasa checking. Ask for free Kasasa checking at Farmers Bank and Trust.
Welcome you back into Leopard Stadium. Leopards take the opening possession, 47 yards to the house. 2 carries from Jalen Dupree. Back deep to receive for the Waldron Bulldogs is number 4, Levi Brown. On to kick off for the Leopards is Josiel Martinez. Did not have a kicking ball. Running it out there late.
And if you just joined us, there's 15 seconds gone in the ball game, and it's already 7-0 Leopards.
2 plays, 14 seconds.
So now Josiel has it teed up. We're about ready to kick this thing off.
Here we go. There we go.
He's ready to fly. Kick is away. Going to be fielded by, still gets by Brown. He's still trying now. He just dives on it at the 9-yard line. Couldn't get a hold of it.
Yeah, number 4 back there for Waldron and Levi Brown. Took a crazy bounce on him. It didn't do what he thought it was going to do, and then it was a matter of getting on it before the Leopards do.
Well, oblong ball bounce is funny,
there
right?
It is. We knew it was coming.
You can't count on that ball to bounce the way you think it's going to bounce.
They're oblong?
Can you describe oblong for us?
Yeah.
It's like long
and ob.
It's the ob part where we get confused.
It's like a circle that's long.
All right.
There we go.
Here we go.
Oh, wing T-like formation here. Quarterback gets run over by his own player there. That was Cole Bailey on the carry.
Boy, I tell you what, we had a D lineman absolutely crash that and mess that whole thing up.
I think that was Brandon Jackson just obliterated the left guard.
Yeah, and Biggs was back in there too. And then, of course, those are the numbers that I saw quickly. But that was brutal.
Makes it 2nd and 13. Bailey under center. Got a flag.
Yeah, I think what happened is they had this big shift, and they do a pretty good job of kind of simulating firing off the ball because they pop up real fast, a whole bunch of them at once, change formation, and it does kind of appear, if you're on that side of the line and four guys jump up real fast all at once, as if it is the start of a play, and we had somebody, I think maybe two guys even on the left, on our left side, fire off.
Penalty will take it to the 12-yard line. Makes it about 7-7.
And one thing I think we'll see is Waldron not being any rush to run plays today. They're trying to limit possessions, and we're taking our time, getting the play in, and not super hurrying up to the line of scrimmage.
Bailey under center. Do the shift again. Pitches out to Levi Brown.
wow.
Jared Barber
Darn
there
good.
in the backfield, going to bring him down around the 8-yard line.
Well, Jared was out there and did an excellent job of turning them back in, and then problem is turned it right back into Angel Perez, and kaboom, boom.
And
You lose four.
Waldron's looking for any kind of advantage they can have. They actually overloaded that side, moving the tackle over. So they had a center of guard and nothing to the right of the guard. They moved the tackle over, bringing in a couple of tight ends to one side.
Bailey takes the snap. Pitches to number 13.
Ooh.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be dropped in the backfield back at the 6-yard line. That was Kylon Fielding on the carry.
Boy, I tell you what, sophomore David Hutchins, number 10, really did a great job coming up from his corner and just jamming it up and turning everything to the inside. That's what you want your corners to do, turn it to the inside.
Dylon Carradine back to receive this punt. Can't tell the number of the punter.
It ends in 4.
Yeah, I'm going to guess it's Braxton Wesley, number 44. We shall see in just a moment. Good snap. Punt is away. Spiral going to land at the 35. Take a Bulldog bounce.
It's going to turn out to be a pretty good punt.
Yes, it is.
Yep. Gets all the way down to the 48-yard line. A yard back from where the Leopards started last time.
So let's get him said we got one more yard to go than what we had last time.
And Waldron is using a lot of little tricks to try to do anything to get some yardage here early. You know, a lot of massive shifts before the play, running, you know, reverses and doing a lot of things, and really good job. We've got a lot of, actually up and down the line, we've got sophomores, juniors, and seniors out there, but that senior group, that sophomore class from 2 years ago, did a really good job of just playing position football.
So we got 3 on
I think
2
they
over
currently
here.
have negative 3 yards. Going to toss it out to Carradine. He's going to get upfield and be run out of bounds around the 32-yard line. We'll pick up enough for the Leopard first down.
Well, and how about Jalen Dupree out there, you know, lead blocking along the way. There are one of the things I love about Jalen Dupree, there's no prima donna in him at all.
No.
He just goes out there and plays football, and he wants to do his job every play, whether it's carrying the football, whether it's running a route, or, like in this case, getting out ahead of a wide receiver screen and blocking somebody. He just wants to play football.
Yeah.
Leopards coming to the line, 1st and 10 from the 32, man split to each side. Dupree to the right of Allen. He gets the carry off the left side, now cuts it up, makes a man miss over the 20-15, lowers the boom down to near the 12-yard line. Looks like they're going to give him the 11.
That's one of those, they talk about running over, running above your pads or over your pads, and that's what Jalen was then. He had enough leg strength to keep going, and it was like he was stumbling, but it was just a matter of balance, speed, and power.
Make it 1st and 10 from the 11-yard line. Twins right for the Leopards. Janelle the up back on the right as well. Actually he's going to line up as a tight end. Dupree going to be the up back.
Yeah.
Allen rolling right, looking to throw. Out towards Carradine, got him. Touchdown, Malvern.
Well, he had his choice of wide receivers. Ethan Martin could have caught a touchdown pass. Dylon Carradine scores again. I think he's scored a touchdown pass every game this year already. And we're at a point now where this isn't just early in the season. He's caught, had 2 or 3 games early in the season. Now we're deep enough into the season where you catching a touchdown pass every game, you've you've got a streak going worth mentioning.
He's on to hold for the kick of Osiel Martinez, and it is good. 8:27 left here in the first quarter. Leopards leading 14-0. We'll be back after this.
Welcome to Larry's.
Hey guys, my name is Garrett. I've been coming to Larry's Pizza here in Malvern ever since it opened. My favorite is baked potato, chicken honey mustard. I love it. Come on down to Larry's.
It's so good you don't even know.
Larry's Pizza has buffet Tuesday and Friday nights starting at 5 p.m. Call us here at Larry's Pizza for all your specialty and game day pizza needs.
We want the Malvern Leopards to have a successful football season.
Go Leopards!
Welcome you back into Leopard Stadium. Osiel Martinez kicks the ball away. Going to be fielded by Brown at the 8-yard line. Up over the 10, 15, 20. Makes a man miss. Still juking and jiving. Gets free to the 30. Falls forward, looks like, to the 31-yard line. Best starting field position for the Waldron Bulldogs.
As they were coming off a while ago, I was looking at Vinny Winters, and I was watching him on that previous 2 down. I mean, he's mauling. I mean, that hole over on the other side. I mean, he's mauling that guy over there. Of course, we expect it, but sometimes you forget to remind the fans, remind these kids how good they're doing, and he's playing outstanding.
Cole Bailey under center in the T formation. Looks like he's going to take off with it. Going to get up over the 35. Down near the 37-yard line. Nice pickup on first down for the Bulldogs.
Kind of a sneaky little play. You kind of give a lot of motion like you're going to go sweep right or an option right look, and then he just kind of plants his foot in the ground and then goes off between the center and the left guard. And, of course, your whole defense is flowing in one direction, and you use that momentum against them. And nice pickup on first down for Waldron. And, again, we see that they are not in a hurry to run the next play.
Make it 2nd and 4 from the 37. Bailey takes the snap looking to run again. This time met pretty quickly and dropped. That was Forrest Landreth on him.
Glad to see Forrest back starting football games for us. You know, he was out with an injury for a while. We're in conference season now, so even if we feel some pain and some tweaks, you know, he wanted to be out there the whole time anyway. But the coaches were holding him back. But now we're in the conference season. And we're playing football.
3rd and 4. We got a false start. Going to make it 3rd and 9 for the Bulldogs.
That's not what Waldron wants, obviously, because it's going to be hard enough for them to pick up 3rd and 4th down. Now they're going to be forced to pick up 3rd and 9. This is not a team that wants to play behind the sticks. If they're going to, their game plan is obviously small chunks of yards, 3-4 yards of play. Just try to eat up time, get first downs. When they find themselves in 3rd and 9, that's going to be a tough spot for them tonight.
Will be 3rd and 9 from the 32-yard line. Stay in the T formation. Bailey takes the snap, pitches out to the back off the right side. A little bit of room to run, falls
gonna
forward.
be close.
I think he put his knee down a little early, fell forward, made it look like it was close, but still going to be a good 2 to 3 yards short.
Yeah. I don't think he
Davis.
got I don't think he got quite the spot he deserved on that. I think he got a little closer to the first down marker, but you know what? Sometimes we don't get the best spot, so that's the way it goes sometimes.
That's the way it goes. It's an oblong ball, right?
Waldron looking like they're going to go forward on 4th down. Will be 4th and 2 from the 38.
See if they try to draw us off sides. Nope.
Bailey, quarterback sneak right up the middle. Still pushing forward. It's going to be close. I think they're going to give it to him.
I think so.
I think the side judge coming in from the other side.
Our side judges are a complete yard away from each other.
Yeah. We got it. Okay.
Gave him the first down. Bailey earned that one. He took quite a few shots in the middle of all that. We'll make it 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs from the 41-yard line.
I'm looking at get him in. Get it in just a minute.
Bailey under center. Give up the middle. Going to be brought down just short of the 45. That was Braxton Wesley on the carry.
And we're seeing number 4 out there for the Leopards. It's Jabori Jacobs and sophomore, breaking him in and getting some really good reps out here with these ones.
And he is a phenomenal athlete.
He is. He's a good-looking kid. Wow.
And really, really football savvy. And a kid that over the years is probably going to help us on both sides of the ball.
Yeah.
Can play quarterback, can play wide receiver.
2nd and 7. Bailey takes the snap. Pitch outside, looking to run to the left. Got a hold, going to bring this one back as he is planted by Tristan Miles and dropped. Levi Brown on the carry.
Angel Perez is not going to get credit for that tackle, but his decisiveness caused somebody to just, basically try to tackle him. And it was an arm tackle. They weren't able to tackle him, but it was enough to draw a hold. And it's going to bring this one all the way back. But, man, I mean, you could see, he recognized that play.
Yeah.
And he had a beat on the ball carrier. And the only thing Waldron could do was reach across and try to get a hold of that jersey.
He's got a sticker on the back of his shoulder pads. Says, "Warning, beware of dog," or "Caution, beware of dog." Hold will back the Bulldogs up.
We're going to get this sorted out in the chain gang over there in a minute.
Got a little confusion, it appears. And now we're stepping it off.
Okay.
With a little bit of swagger.
There we go.
When we're all said and done, I think it's going to be 1st and 15, isn't it, Seth?
No,
about
I think
17.
17. Yeah.
Not enough toes.
Not enough. Let me get my shoes off.
So 1st and 17.
I only had one shoe off. I got to get the other one off.
Ball currently marked on the 34-yard line. Actually, second. My apologies. 2nd down.
Yeah. I think the chain crew and everything got things settled down.
That would not be legal.
I'm watching.
That was almost a collision in the backfield there.
I'm watching Canadian football here for a minute.
We about had a pile up in the backfield. Both up backs went in motion and about motioned right into each other.
Yeah. One went left, one went right, and one went up the middle.
I would have loved to see the look in their eyes when they looked up to see the other guy coming right at them.
Yeah. You expect to see orange, not white.
And you can imagine that if Waldron doesn't want to be in 3rd and 9, they definitely don't want to be in 3rd and 17.
Second.
We declined the penalty.
Yes.
Oh, we declined. Okay, you're right.
So it makes up 3rd. And, well, they get.
So Bailey was on the carry then.
Because I don't believe they called false start. I guess they called illegal shift, which allows them to finish the play. And, of course, the Leopards took the result of the play.
Bailey under center for this 3rd and 17.
Now, last year they did hit us on a couple of rollouts with guys dragging across the field. We'll see if they try to get the quarterback out of the pocket and bring one of those receivers with him.
Pitches it out to the back off the right side. Going to be dropped pretty quickly. I believe that's Hutchins on the tackle.
David Hutchins again. David went up there with an attitude and stopped him for about a 3-yard gain. If you just joined us, 4:33 left here in the first quarter. The Leopards lead this one 14-0.
Kason Davis was the carrier there for the Bulldogs. Bring up 4th and 14. Carradine sprints back on for the punt. Braxton Wesley on to punt it away for the Bulldogs. There's a lot going on here.
Yeah. Okay.
Now we're counting.
Now the referee's counting. So we stopped the clock.
Well, there is a flag way back here by the
Oh.
by the return man, Carradine.
I wave it off. I think the guy going in motion over there made him believe there was an extra guy on, but there was not. We'll try again.
He's not going to come all the way across the field. I'm not running that far this time, guys.
There are a lot of moving parts in this punt right
Yes,
here.
there is.
Wesley does finally punt it away. Going to land at the 32. Take a Waldron bounce down near the 28-yard line.
Going to make the Leopards earn this one. They got to go 71 yards.
I like the pause there. 71.
Yeah, you'd accusing me of taking my shoes off if I was that slow.
Well, to be fair to Ben, 71's a lot bigger than 17. But I digress.
All right.
Mine wasn't a math issue. It was an angle issue. I was trying to see where the ball was marked. So
I was told there would be no math, so.
Yeah, I know.
1st and 10 from the 29-yard line. 3:40 left here in the first quarter. Man split to each side. Allen takes the snap, gives to Dupree. Makes first man miss, gets to the outside. He's up over the 50, 45, 40. Still breaking tackles.
Goodness gracious.
Thought he was going to break all of them, but finally gets struck down at the 15-yard line.
That's a highlight. That's a highlight. He didn't score, but that's a highlight run there.
it's a highlight run for everybody on the team. The offensive line, just a gaping hole.
Gosh.
Gaping hole on the right side. And then even right there we see Ethan Martin downfield driving his guy completely out of the play. Every single person on the team did their job right there. That's a team run. Jalen's going to be the one that gets the statistics at the end. But, man, all 11 guys did their job right there.
Well, Quentin Cooper's doing a good job, number 79 out there, owning them. There he goes.
Give this to Dupree. Up over the 5. He's going to get into the end zone, but we do have a flag down. Could be coming back.
We're going to get a hold. I think we had a Waldron player down and wouldn't let him up soon enough or something. I guess that they're going to call.
That's on them. Well, no, maybe it's not. Oh, it is a defensive chop block. It is going to be a touchdown for Jalen Dupree.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
So add 71 yards to Dupree's rushing total for the night.
I didn't see that. That's why I was trying to call holding on Malvern.
It's also one of those, I mean, it was in that, what we say, the area of holding. But and it's also a penalty that's not called with a lot of regularity.
Kick is good from Oziel Martinez. 2:57 left here in the first quarter. Leopards lead 21-0. We'll be back after this.
At MNB, we know that every customer is different. That's why we provide one-on-one guidance from our lending professionals. Our dedicated team understands the importance of taking that next step, and we offer our customers superior financial products and services. Put the strength and stability of MNB to work for you, with loan structures tailored to help you make sound financial decisions. Come see what banking with a real community bank feels like. Visit us online at mnbbank.com.
Welcome you back into Leopards Stadium. Leopards currently leading this one 21-0 with 2:57 left here in the first quarter. Jalen Dupree, 2 touchdowns, a whole lot of rushing yards. Dylon Carradine, 1 receiving touchdown, 2 catches. Pretty good amount of yards himself. After the penalty, the ball will be kicked from the Waldron 45. Oziel Martinez sets it up there. I have a feeling we might be seeing a touchback. Levi Brown back deep to receive for the Waldron Bulldogs.
I tell you what, Martinez has really become a weapon with that leg of his.
Kick is away, and it is going to sail into the end zone. Had a little backspin like Ron's sand wedge. Spun it to a stop right on the R.
No, Ron Sandwich raises up about 2 feet and goes about 30 yards on a skull.
And Ron, you mentioned him being a weapon with his leg, not just on the kickoffs. I mean, the kickoffs are, I would say, much better than what we saw last year.
Yeah.
But then the extra points are so much cleaner this year than they were last year. The improvement we've made from last year to this year.
And we kicked a field goal.
And we've kicked field goals. You're right. I mean, so.
Well, the snap, the ball between 50, our buddy, and Carradine, that's all clean. Everything's clean when Bulldogs slaps it back there.
1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Bailey takes the snap, pitches it to Brown, looking to cut up field. Not a lot there. David Hutchins going to make the tackle.
I tell you, I'm liking these sophomores. Jacobs and Hutchins just switched sides on that one, and I'm really liking these kids.
And a really good job by a couple of seniors, Akir Smith and Angel Perez, to string that wide and allow Hutchins to come up and make a tackle. I thought it was a tackle for loss, but got him, I guess, right at the line of scrimmage. Can't do that. That's going to be a penalty.
Yep, they don't back them up 5.
They don't let you get a head start. They do that, north of the border, they let you get a head start.
Yes, they do.
They let you get a running start.
Or arena.
Yeah.
That'll make it 2nd and 15 for the Bulldogs.
And it's got to be frustrating if you're a Waldron fan or a Waldron coach to know that you've got to stay ahead of the chains and to see penalties or plays that result in a lot of negative yards. It's just going to make it that much more difficult for this system to pick up first downs.
Bailey takes the snap, fumbles the snap. He's going to dive back on it near the 11-yard line.
And there's another negative play. And so, they go from 1st and 10 to 2nd and 15, and now we're going to be looking at probably 3rd and about 19 or 20.
19.
And I don't think they've passed the ball yet. And they have been in passing situations all night. Yeah. And how they have answered is the pitch.
Yeah, and they were prone to throw the ball more last year than they were, seemed like this year so far.
Yeah, last year they hurt us in the first couple of drives with some play action, naked bootleg stuff, and having some crossing routes. We've not seen that out of Waldron this year.
Takes the snap, rolling, looking to throw. Fade route knocked away by David Hutchins, looking for Levi Brown there.
They had a chance, actually, to come up with that football, but Hutchins did a great job of getting his hand in the mix. And that was what we saw out of Waldron last year. Those crossing routes, they would run a lot of different crossing routes or slants at different depths, and they would get the quarterback out of the pocket. And they had some success in the first couple of drives. And because of that success, I'm really surprised that they haven't tried to do that a little bit more often early in this football game.
And if you just joined, it's 21-0, 1:14 left in the first quarter here.
Braxton Wesley punting the ball away for the Bulldogs.
Carradine may go get that one.
Looking to field. No, going to back away from it.
He looked like he wanted it to bounce up in his hand, didn't it, Ben?
Yeah, he was looking to get that nice baseball hop, but it just didn't get it to him, and so he did the wise thing and just left it alone.
I heard one time that the football is oblong.
That's right.
You never know quite how it's going to bounce.
That's exactly right.
And did we ever get
That's geometry.
Did we ever get
I know we said there's no math, but that's spatial math. That's geometry.
Did we ever get a complete definition of oblong, though?
Yes, it's round in the center.
It's
round in the center.
It's round and long. It's like if you took a circle and pulled.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kind of like a football.
C.
That's why I've been using that reference. Yeah.
First and 10 from the 48-yard line.
Uh-oh.
Bishop takes the snap, throws it out to Carradine.
He's got a chance. Oh, he
Trying
held on.
to break off a tackle. Nicely done by Levi Brown. Limits the gain to 5 yards.
Yeah, Brown had a hold of that right leg and was not going to let it go because Carradine's could have been gone. Nonetheless, a 5-yard pickup.
Yeah, I thought for a minute that he was actually going to be able to break free and make it a foot race to the sideline, but Brown, I don't know what kind of hand exercises he does, but had a nice grip right there.
Back to pass. He's come back. Okay, Bishop's loose. And they're going to run him out around about the 35, 34-yard line. Another pickup. Bishop was looking for somebody to pass and was flushed. Picked up, used his feet, made a good move, and
I think we're all a little flushed. 1st and 10 from the 33, as Ron said. Nice pickup by Allen there. Going to be twins right for the Leopards. Dupree to the left of Allen. Takes the snap, give to Dupree, up the middle. Still running now, breaks to the outside, over the 20, 15, brought down near the 10-yard line. Looks like they're going to give him the 11.
Same old, same old. Offensive line does a really good job creating some space. All night long, we have seen Jalen make the first guy miss. I mean, it seems like that has been it's not just the offensive line, but then at some point you got a linebacker or a safety, that first guy that is able to kind of come up and be the first point of contact. But Jalen's made that guy miss consistently all night long.
1st and 10 from the 11-yard line. Twins right for the Leopards. Allen takes the snap, rolling to his right. Throwing out to Carradine, got it complete at the 5. Going to drag him out of bounds. Looks like they're going to mark him around the 6-yard line.
Once again, going out through there, Ethan Martin had broke open when they run up to put the double coverage on Carradine,
and they're giving Dylon so much cushion that particular play is going to be there a lot. They are respecting his ability to go deep, that they are giving him a lot of cushion. That little out route's going to be there all night until they fix something.
That'll do it for the first quarter. Leopards leading in this one 21-0. We'll be back after this.
Hi, this is State Representative Rick McClure. Over the years, it's been a joy to cheer on the Leopards with their winning traditions. It's also good to know that our students are in the great hands of a committed, hardworking staff of Malvern School District. We wish the best for all of our Leopard sports and all the activities this school year. God bless.
Teal Dentistry is a proud supporter of Malvern Athletics. Doctors Jesse and Matt Teal provide a full family dentistry service. From checkups to cleanings to dentures, Teal Dentistry loves working with patients of all ages and strives to make every smile bright. Stop by and meet the friendly staff at Teal Dentistry and let them brighten your smile. Teal Dentistry, 927 South Main Street in Malvern, or call for an appointment, 501-337-9559.
Welcome you back here to Leopard Stadium. Start of the second quarter. Leopards threatening again, already leading in this one 21-0. Facing a 2nd and 5 from the 6-yard line. Looks like Dupree is on at quarterback. Got Clegg to his left. Carradine split out wide. Dupree takes the snap, looking to run off the left side. Falls forward. Not going to have enough for the touchdown, but looks like he will get down to the 1.
Looks like if he would have timed that dive a little later, look, he had an opportunity to take another couple of steps before he went for the end zone. He probably would have made it in, but this is definitely in the area where we just snap it directly to Dupree, and he just finds a space and goes for it.
Dupree takes the snap, looking to run again, walks into the end zone, touchdown, Jalen Dupree.
And the touchdown numbers just continue to pile up. Came in with 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
Add 3 more.
And he's already got 3 tonight. That puts him at 13.
Oziel Martinez on to attempt the extra point. Kick is away. It is good. 11:25 left here in the second quarter. Leopards leading 28-0. We'll be back after this. Welcome back here to Leopard Stadium. Leopards leading this one 28-0. 11:25 left here in the second quarter. Want to say thank you to Craig's Barbecue and Larry's Pizza for providing food for the press box tonight and the hospitality room. Ozziel Martinez kick is away. Going to be fielded, dropped at the 20. Now going to be scooped up and brought down around the 12. That was Steve Grano.
And again, Hutchins right there on top of it. He's had a heck of a first half. And he's had a whole first half, and we've just played a quarter in about 40 seconds. So, he's got a half's worth of statistics, in just over a quarter's worth of work. And once again, man, Waldron has put themselves kind of behind the 8 ball. Got a long way to go.
1st and 10 from the 14. Going to stay in the T-like formation. Bailey at quarterback, under center.
They had 2 guys moving right there.
Oh
my gosh.
That's
he
what you
just
call
belly to back suplexed him. And
they're going to call a flag on it, but it was a textbook belly to back suplex there on Cason Davis.
And, we mentioned that Romere Bennett is the isolated player of the game. Hasn't made a lot of plays because that defensive line has beaten the linebackers to the punch, where they have driven the offensive lineman that's blocking them into the play. I mean, they've really, and which is odd for our system. Our defensive tackles are meant to eat blocks so that our linebackers can go make plays, but they have been so dominant at the point of attack that the defensive line has ended up probably making as many tackles or more tackles today than the linebackers.
And, backing up 2 weeks ago to DeSoto, we saw a lot of that. Our defensive tackles freeing up our linebackers, and our linebackers made a lot of tackles in that ball game. And it just goes back, to the point that you're making.
They did call a personal foul on us there for the belly-to-back suplex. So it moves it out to the 29-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. Bailey up under center.
I don't know that they were set.
Looks like they got a timeout off in time. So 10:46 left here in the second quarter. Leopards leading 28-0. We'll be back after this.
Red River Dodge of Malvern is thrilled to support the Leopards on the gridiron this season. Make sure you rush over to malverndodge.com to check out all of the rebates on our new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Rams. We can't wait to support these guys all season. They work so hard all year long to represent our community on and off the field. Help us cheer on the team tonight. Go Leopards!
You good, bro? I mean, you all right, G? You all right, G?
malverndodge.com. Go Leopards.
Welcome you back here to Leopard Stadium. Leopards leading 28-0. Waldron facing a 1st and 10 from the 29-yard line. Bailey takes the snap, give up the middle. Going to initially get some yardage, but then push back pretty good. That was Robert Reinhardt on the carry. And if you're Romere Bennett on the tackle,
and if you're Waldron, that's a successful play. I mean, if you can get, that's what they want. They want 4 yards. If they can get 3 to 5 yards on first down and 3 to 5 yards on second down, they put themselves in a position to either make it on third down or give themselves a 4th and short. But they have not been in a lot of second and mid situations today. They've not had a lot of success on first down.
2nd and 6 from the 33. Pitch out going to be fumbled and fell on by Cason Davis.
And again, it's just, that was just self-inflicted wound. I mean, that's got to be frustrating because, I don't know that he had a lot of running room anyway, but he's probably going to at least get back to the line of scrimmage if he catches the pitch.
And now they're, once again, they're in that third down and 10 plus.
Right, and obviously just not meant to – the offense is not designed to pick up 12 yards a pop.
Officer Eubanks down there with the sign that says, cheer or go to jail.
I don't know about that statute at all.
We're going to make it 3rd and 12 from the 27.
We might as well leave him alone because he couldn't vote for him if he wanted.
Here we go. Bailey under center. Under the wrong center. Going to pitch it out to Levi Brown. Gets upfield. makes a man miss, falls over the 35 to the 36. We'll bring up a 4th and about 3 situation here.
And I believe Waldron was actually in a similar situation earlier and might have been a little closer than this, but
Angel Perez really did a good job from his linebacker spot to get out there and get that play turned in, or he would have gone even further.
Would not be surprised to see them go for it. Looks like they're breaking a huddle.
It's 4th and 2. Ball marked at the 37. Bailey up under center. Last time we saw a sneak. See what we get here.
Tried to draw us off.
We got another timeout for Waldron. Second one of the half for the Bulldogs.
They were down. The play clock had just expired, and they obviously they were waiting on that to call the timeout.
8:29 left here in the second quarter. Leopards leading 28-0. We'll be back after this.
LifePoint Church is a church where people from all types of backgrounds and generations come together to love God, inspire others, foster faith, and enjoy life. Join us on Sunday mornings at 10:30 for worship and encouraging messages. On Wednesday nights from 6 to 7:30, we have different programs for kids of all ages, 3 through 12th grade. LifePoint Church is located at 25741 Highway 67 in Malvern next to Arbor Oaks. For more information, go to our website, lifepointmalvern.org, or on social media at LifePointMalvern.
Welcome you back here to Leopard Stadium. Bulldogs facing a 4th and 2 coming out of the timeout. Ball on the 37-yard line. Bailey up under center looking to sneak it. Trying to fight forward for yardage.
Oh, he
Sticks
reached
the ball
across
out.
the
I
line.
think he's
That
going to
was
have enough for the first down.
Gutsy play by the quarterback right there, and got enough extension to get the first down. Always dangerous to do that in a crowd, especially when it's not the goal line you're trying to cross, because that ball can come out really easily. But he fought for the first down, and he earned it.
Gets to the 40-yard line. Will be enough for first down for the Bulldogs. Stay in the same T formation. Bailey under center. Bring Brown in motion. Fake
Reverse.
to give to him. Running off the left side was Joseph Rogers. Not a lot there. Looks like he might lose a yard back to the 39.
Jared Barber stayed at home. Textbook tackle. You got to love having seniors on the team that they get all that eye candy going one direction, and they've got the discipline to stay at home, and that's what Jared Barber did right there. He didn't get caught up in all that momentum and all that motion going in one direction. Stayed in his area, didn't get too far upfield, and then made a nice form tackle.
There we go. Bailey takes the snap. Give up the middle. Akir Smith falls on top. Looks like they may have picked up 2 there. Bring up around a 3rd and 8.
And once again, we see that the linebackers just not having the chance to get to the ball carrier. The defensive line is attacking really the offensive lineman is blocking them. They're shedding blocks and getting the ball carrier before the linebackers have a chance to close.
Brings up 3rd and 8 from the 42. Bailey sends Brown in motion, tosses it out to him.
Wow.
Going to be dropped as he crosses the 40. Going to lose a yard, make it 4th and 9.
Yeah, once again, Jabari Jacobs is out there, and I'm noticing another thing too, and it says a lot for that young man. He's wearing the number 4, and there's 2 numbers that are pretty sacred around here, 34 and 4, and you've got to be special to earn the right to wear those numbers. And of course, we're speaking of Madre Hill, the famous 34 from Malvern.
Well, after this group's get done, we might have a lot of numbers we say are pretty good.
That's true. That's true.
New punter, kind of a sidewinder.
It's going to work. It's going to roll for a while.
Yeah, crosses the 20. Still rolling over the 15. Still rolling down to the 13. That was Joseph Rogers that time on the punt.
Leopards get the ball back on their own. What did we decide?
13.
On their own 13. Is that 9? We got some light bulbs. Is that 9:53 left? Yes. 28-0. Leopards lead this one.
5:53.
Okay. We do have a new scoreboard in the talking stages, don't we?
Yes.
Are you breaking news?
No, I'm just. That one's a little dated.
Ron Schefter.
Now, what kind of bird do you think that is that's out flying around? I don't think that's a bat. I think that's a bird.
No, that's a big bird.
Looks like a nighthawk.
That'd be a huge bat.
That'd be a nighthawk. Because it looks like a hawk and it's at night.
There you go. That's scientific.
Ornithology 101.
Ron taxonomy.
I can't argue with that. Allen takes the snap on 1st and 10, looking to throw deep. He's got
Look at that.
Carradine.
Now makes one guy miss, and
He's at the 50.
Get past him.
Brought down at the 45. Nice tackle there by Cole Bailey.
Heck of an open field tackle,
Yes, it
because
was.
we have seen Dylon give the little shake and bake and leave guys just kind of whiffing in his wake. And that time the guy made a nice open field tackle, and really good job right there by Allen. When a guy's wide open, sometimes you short arm it.
Yeah.
You know, he's so wide open, you kind of choke up a little bit. He went ahead and let it fly. And sometimes those are the hardest ones to catch too, because the ball's in the air for a whole long time, and you're just thinking, please don't drop it, please don't drop it, please don't drop it.
Trips left for the Leopards. Allen takes the snap, looking to throw again. Slant route, Carradine, got it. Spinning off of a man, looks like down at the 40-yard line. Will pick up 5 on 1st down.
Listen, they're going to get Carradine. They're going to turn 14 loose here in just a minute.
Well, and actually he was open right
Yes,
there.
he was open.
And
How
that's
about Ethan Martin?
That's something that at some point they're probably gonna go to, because he had a lot of space.
Right now.
Allen looking to throw again out to Ethan Martin.
And that was a case where we probably should have thrown it to Carradine.
Yeah, threw it in a double coverage and a little high.
Landon Bailey defending for the Bulldogs. Cole Bailey. My apologies.
We still marvel at the release and the speed of the release that Bishop Allen has as a sophomore in his quarterback spot. Just
make it 3rd and 5 from the 40. Trips left for the Leopards. Allen takes the snap, give to Dupree.
Big hole.
Up the middle, got a lot of room. Up over the 20, he's going to take it for 6. Looks like they got him hemmed up, but they don't. Touchdown, Jalen Dupree.
I really don't know where that space came from in the open field, but like he barely even broke stride, splitting 2 guys. And
I believe the verbiage is whoop.
You know, that I think, and it's just the kid. It's hard to judge the kid's speed. He's a big back, and you don't see him that fast, that size.
Oziel Martinez on to attempt the extra point. Kick is away. And it is good. 4:41 left here in the second quarter. Leopards leading 35-0. We'll be back after this.
Red River Dodge of Malvern is thrilled to support the Leopards on the gridiron this season. Make sure you rush over to malverndodge.com to check out all the rebates on our new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Rams. We can't wait to support these guys all season. They work so hard all year long to represent our community on and off the field. Help us cheer on the team tonight. Go Leopards!
Good, bro? I mean, you all right, G? You all right, G?
malverndodge.com. Go Leopards! Welcome you back into Leopards Stadium. Leopards leading 35-0 with 4:41 left here in the half. Levi Brown back deep to receive for the Bulldogs. Oziel Martinez on to kick off for the Leopards. Kick is away. Fielded at the 15-yard line, up over the 20, 25. And brought down right there at the 25 was Steve Grano on the return.
we had mentioned
Jared Barber again.
Or the 30, my apologies.
We had mentioned the general lack of turnovers. We had a couple of costly ones last week, and I want to go back to we were talking about Bishop Allen. That how rare that is to have a team that's as balanced as we are with such few turnovers with a sophomore quarterback. And that tells you where Bishop Allen is in his development as a quarterback this early. And it bodes well for him, obviously, as a junior and senior, because he is playing at the IQ level of a guy that's been around for a minute. So glad to have him on the football team for sure.
Bailey takes the snap, looking to run outside, then cuts it back to the middle. Looks like he's going to get back to around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
I believe that was the ISO player of the game, Romere Bennett, that made that tackle. One of the few opportunities the defensive line has given him.
Yeah.
And really, that's just because the guy bounced back and ran backwards a little bit and avoided the defensive line. Really, really impressive job by this defensive front.
2nd and 10 for the Bulldogs from the 30-yard line. They may be staring at timeout number 3.
Yeah.
And they will. 3:48 left here in the half. We'll take a break. Leopards leading 35-0.
Teal Dentistry is a proud supporter of Malvern Athletics. Doctors Jesse and Matt Teal provide a full family dentistry service. From checkups to cleanings to dentures, Teal Dentistry loves working with patients of all ages and strives to make every smile bright. Stop by and meet the friendly staff at Teal Dentistry and let them brighten your smile. Teal Dentistry, 927 South Main Street in Malvern, or call for an appointment, 501-337-9559.
Welcome you back here to Leopard Stadium. 2nd and 10 from the 30 for the Bulldogs. Bailey looking to run up the middle. Met by Landon Jackson immediately and then brought down by Forrest Landreth.
Well, Forrest is just Forrest. I mean, he's such a very outstanding football player.
Yeah, high motor.
Yes, high motor.
You know, really gets after it from that defensive end spot. And, you know, I feel like a broken record here with Waldron in a 3rd and long situation. They are 0-6 on 3rd down tonight. Now, they're 2 for 2 on 4th down, so if they can get it close, you know, then they've got a shot. But one of the reasons they're 0 for 6 on 3rd down is most of their 3rd downs have been well beyond 5 yards to go.
3rd and 10. Pitch out to Levi Brown off the left side.
Wow.
Going to be brought down in the backfield by Forrest Landreth.
Whoa.
Now they're 0 for 7. So,
well, and Coach Plumlee said something about that too, having a Kier on one side and having those 2 defensive ends. It just changes the dynamics of your defense.
You know, and I think that Forrest is one of those guys that didn't get all the postseason accolades that he deserved.
Yes.
And some of that's just the numbers game. You know, you can only have so many on a team, but he's certainly one that outplayed most defensive ends in the state.
Oh, yeah.
Carradine back to receive for the Leopards.
Ooh, Angel had a chance to block that if he lays out probably.
Rogers' punt going to be fielded by Carradine at the 39.
That's
going to be
trouble.
To the outside. He gets up over the 50, 45, 40, and pulled out of bounds there.
Really a good job of running there by lockdown 24. He was alternating between go and slow, waiting on his blockers, using his blockers, and really did an outstanding job running the ball back on that one. Dylon Carradine.
And if you're the Leopards right here, you've done such a good job defensively. I don't think you're worried about how much time's left on the clock. You just want to get the points on the board.
Yeah.
So if you can pick it up in 1 play, 2 plays, 3 plays, you're going to be satisfied. You know, with a lot of offenses, you're like, how can we leave this with not a lot of time left on the clock?
Yeah.
Defense has dominated their side of the ball. So just get it across there as quickly as you can.
1st and 10 from the 40. Allen looking to throw.
There he's open. He's open. He's wide open. Couldn't get it to him.
Got Martin. Ooh.
Man, and that would have been touchdown number 2 for the night for Dylon.
Yeah.
Because he was
doing jumping jacks.
He was begging for it.
Wide open.
Yes, he was.
Intended for Ethan Martin there, unable to bring it in. Bring up 2nd and 10.
And his frustration was visible.
Yeah. Well,
because of how wide open he was.
Yeah.
Allen takes the snap, give to Dupree. Bounces it to the outside over the 30.
Boy.
Run out of bounds at the 25.
This is one you've got to come back and watch now. This is not a touchdown run or whatever, but watch Dupree, Jalen follow, Keelan Janelle, number 5. Janelle's that H-back, that big blocker, and Dupree just kind of follows in behind him and picks up 10, 12 yards. I mean, we've seen so much of it, but I just want to draw that to everybody's attention that's watching this because it happens a lot.
Well, and Keelan Janelle is obviously committed to Arkansas State, and he is a guy that college coaches are going to love.
Yes.
Absolutely love.
They can do so much with him.
Allen takes the snap, rolling to his right. Airing it out for Martin. Off of Martin's hands and intercepted.
Yeah.
Had two guys open right there.
Yeah.
I believe that was Tavian Clegg.
Tavian Clegg.
That also was running that route just a little deeper.
Yeah.
Branson Mick on the interception.
And Waldron.
Bishop really put that ball in there like he had to, and Ethan just couldn't quite bring it in.
So this will be Waldron's opportunity. Of course, it's 35-0. So this is Waldron's opportunity to prevent the clock from starting and running the whole second half. They got to get points on the board.
Minute 54 left, no timeouts to work with. 1st and 10 from the 11-yard line. Bailey under center. Give up the middle, falls forward. Looks like may pick up one or two.
Well, you can tell our kids have watched a lot of film because they were switching to the left, to their left, and our defense was sliding to the right into the play. And that's good film study, watching technique and watching tendencies, knowing what they're doing.
That's a great point. You can tell that this defense is very well prepared.
Yeah.
They've not really been thrown off by big shifts, overloaded fronts, misdirection, reverses.
Yeah.
They've handled all of it.
Coach Brumfield said it was a great week of practice. 2nd and 8.
It looked like he was
Give up the middle, going to be hit pretty quickly by Perez and drop. That was Robert Reinhardt on the carry.
Brings up a 3rd, and I'm going to call it 3rd and 8.5. We got a
Reinhardt,
timeout.
A little slow to get up, is going to get off on his own power.
And Waldron's had 3rd and long a lot tonight, and they've gone to that quick pitch or the sweep, and that's sort of what I would anticipate them trying to do on this play.
Malvern going to take a timeout. 47.7 left here in the half. Leopards leading 35-0. We'll be back after this.
My identity is clear. I am a Malvern Leopard.
We got a fumble. Looks like the Leopards are going to get on it.
I don't know. Yeah, I didn't know whether they'd call it a dead ball or not, but nope. The play was, I didn't see who broke the play, but somebody was back there and absolutely destroyed the play before the back when he took off to his left. And
Leopards take over 1st and goal from the 5. 41 seconds left in the half. Leopards do have 2 timeouts to work with. So they will have the whole playbook to operate.
We run 20 plays.
Going to come out with Ethan Martin split wide out to the left. Up backs on each side, Janelle and Harrison, Dupree, and Clegg in the backfield.
Well, Bishop Allen is not in the game, so this would almost certainly going to be a direct snap to Dupree, and he's just going to run it.
He is going to run it off the left side. Will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Malvern.
Wow.
That was pretty easy.
Yeah.
1 play, 5 yards, 6 points.
Well, you know, when you got offensive tackles over there, you know, Quentin Cooper, big kid, then you got 76, Benny Winters. I mean, you've got tackles on each side. You feel comfortable running behind. And they do consistently and do an excellent job of opening holes.
Oziel Martinez on to attempt the extra point. Kick is away. It is good. 37.2 left here in the half. Leopards leading 42-0. We'll be back after this.
Hi, this is State Representative Rick McClure. Over the years, it's been a joy to cheer on the Leopards with their winning traditions. It's also good to know that our students are in the great hands of a committed, hard-working staff of Malvern School District. We wish the best for all of our Leopard sports and all the activities this school year. God bless.
Welcome you back here to Leopard Stadium. Leopards leading 42-0. 37.2 seconds left here in the half. Ozzie Martinez, kick is away. Going to be fielded by Grano at the 15. He's up over the 20. Trying to get to the outside. Going to get maybe looks like 23-yard line.
A little Tristan Miles, a little frustration there on missing the tackle. If you saw him, he's out there throwing his tantrum on the turf, I guess you would call that.
29.4 seconds left in the half. Waldron, no timeouts. Malvern, 2. Would be surprised if we see one. 1st and 10 from the 23-yard line. Bailey up under center. Gonna take a knee.
That's going to do it.
Yep, that should do it for the first half of action. Leopards are going to go into the locker room, leading this one 42-0.
Life Point Church is a church where people from all types of backgrounds and generations come together to love God, inspire others, foster faith, and enjoy life. Join us on Sunday mornings at 10:30 for worship and encouraging messages. On Wednesday nights from 6 to 7:30, we have different programs for kids of all ages, 3 through 12th grade. Life Point Church is located at 25741 Highway 67 in Malvern next to Arbor Oaks. For more information, go to our website, lifepointmalvern.org, or on social media at LifePointMalvern.
Ozzie Martinez setting the ball up, be kicked off to begin the second half. Levi Brown back deep to receive for the Bulldogs.
And we will be, the sportsman clock will be running. The clock will run all the second half.
I think we only have 10 on the coverage team here. Fielded at the 20 on the run, up over the 30, and out of bounds goes Grano.
Still pretty good coverage despite only having 10.
Yeah. Taylor and Accord is right there to meet him at about the 32,
Just
33?
Don't talk about 10 men around a Notre Dame or Lou Holtz guy this week. Rough ending to that one.
Yeah, that was hurt feelings.
A little bit.
A little bit.
It will be 1st and 10 from the 33-yard line for the Bulldogs.
All right, I'm looking out there, guys. I'm seeing some, I thought a few fresh numbers out there.
I believe you are. Bailey tosses it out. Running off the right side. Tristan Miles running up to make the play. Going to be dropped near the line. May have lost one.
Aiden Delamar, number 18, the sophomore, is playing, and we'll pick up some of these other kids as I can, all right? Because it's important, I know, not only to get out there and play, but tune in on the replay and actually hear your name called.
Joseph Rogers on the carry. Well, Delamar. He's been a key member of the secondary most of the season.
Yes, he has. Yes, he has. He's in and out and another one of those sophomores. Well, we got some super sophomores. I'm getting used to having these great sophomore classes, guys.
2nd and 11. Bailey hands the ball off up the middle. Makes first man miss. Now going to be dropped by quite a few Leopards. Jared Barber.
Talon Accord.
Accord.
And Miles, I believe,
Miles and
in on that play as well.
Jacobs, sophomore.
That was Lucas Nix on the carry.
And it also looks like Luke Wilson is playing some what looks like Mike linebacker for us, and he actually played quite a bit on the line, on the defensive line. I saw him quite a bit, so there may be some in the first half. So maybe just trying to see how far they can stretch him into different positions.
3rd and 10. Give is to Rogers off the right side. He's going to be dropped in the backfield by Keir Smith and Talon Accord.
Really nice open field tackle there. I mean, and you almost expect it from those two. I mean, and that's a terrible thing to say, or what maybe, but I mean, they're so steady at it.
And, you know, Talon is a guy that we had seen him have a pretty good game. Was it Glen Rose? I mean, we were calling his name
quite a bit
with some regularity. So
Angel Perez has the headset on the sideline doing a little coaching. 4th and 12. Punt is away. Going to bounce near the 40. Take a Waldron bounce up over the 30. Down to the 26-yard line. That was Rogers on the punt for the Bulldogs.
So the first possession, Waldron comes out starting the second half and actually go a 3 and out. 8:20 left here in the third quarter. And like I say, the Leopards leading this one 42-0, and the sportsmanship, we'll call it the sportsmanship clock instead of the mercy rule, you know.
Will be 1st and 10 from the 26-yard line. Kyler Wright in at quarterback.
That's who I was wondering what we were going to okay.
Twins right for the Leopards. Clegg to the left of Wright. Give is to Clegg. Running off the right side now, cuts it up. Breaking tackles. Going to be slung down around the 48-yard line.
And for the Leopards, Dupree is arguably the best running back in the state of Arkansas. And then you get into the lead where you put your number 2 guy in, and this guy, Tavian Clegg, has a gear that most kids just don't have. And so he would start for the overwhelming majority of teams in the state of Arkansas.
Give is to Clegg again up the middle, pushing the pile forward up over the 40.
And what's positive about that play is we see the burst to get through the line, but there is still some churn in those legs to run through arm tackles and to drag a few guys along the way because, you know, sometimes you get, you know, kind of pigeonholed as a smaller back. Well, he's not that small. He's just small next to Dupree. But, you know, you kind of get pigeonholed as well. He's going to be a speedy, shifty back, but saw some power right there out of Clegg.
Kyler Wright looking to throw out towards Cedric Cook. Going to say it bounced incomplete.
That's what I was getting ready to say. I'm glad to see Kyler Wright, number 12, the sophomore, in there at quarterback because I saw him throw a little bit during some couple 7-on-7s, and if it wasn't for Bishop, this kid'd be playing a lot. He's got the size, he's smart, and he's a great backup.
Makes it 2nd and 10 from the 39. Give is to Clegg up the middle. Gets up over the 35, down to the 34.
You know, though, I think I could probably be an all-conference quarterback if I could hand it off to 20 to 2 and 35. You know it. Maybe throw 5 in there with it.
It certainly helps. That was actually the first third down. This is the first third down opportunity that the Leopards have had. They have not had to get to third down yet tonight.
Well, we'll see how it goes. 3rd and 5 from the 34. Wright takes the snap. Give is to Clegg.
First down and then some.
He's going to have enough. Spins over the 15, down to the 12-yard line. 1st down, Leopards.
I got to tell you, the sportsmanship rule, the clock rule, does a lot of really positive things. Number one, obviously, it helps kind of facilitate a game that's gotten out of hand so that people don't get hurt. You limit the number of plays. But the other thing it does is a coach can put the second unit in and still run the offense, throw the football, because you're not stopping the clock. You're not running up to score. You're just giving that second unit some real looks.
Give is to Cedric Cook off the left side. He's going to get in. Touchdown, Malvern.
Cedric Cook, the junior, number 17, showing some speed going to the left and hitting that corner, and he's got him a Leopard TD.
And so, back to the sportsmanship rule, the clock rule, what it does is you've got Kyler Wright, and you never know when he's going to need to step in and make some passes in a real in real tough situations. Yep. And so this provides wide receivers and quarterbacks an opportunity to run the offense without doing something, because you want to run out the clock. That's the sportsmanship thing to do, is when you have a big lead, you want to run out the clock. Well, this allows you to continue running the clock and throw those short passes and work on your short passing game.
Well, that's what I like about Kyler. He's got some size to him. And
going for two.
Yeah, going for two. Let's see what he's going to do.
Wright takes the snap. Well, we got a flag. Going to bring it to a stop. Delay game.
Wow, okay.
Back it up 5 and try again.
And if we didn't tell you earlier, we talked off with that on the sidelines tonight. Number 61, Brian Lawrence, as we saw him earlier, and it's good to see him out with the team. I talked to him a little bit before the ball game, and he's got some healing to do.
Right, looking to throw.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Intended for Kalen Cooper, going to fall incomplete. The try is no good.
I'm not sure if we ran the wrong route or we overthrew a route, but seems like if we
finish the route,
we have a chance to make something happen there. But
nevertheless, Leopards add to the lead, 48-0 now. As we have mentioned, the clock continues to run, so we're down to 2:52 and counting left in the third quarter.
And it's 48-0.
Yeah. Yes, it is. Oziel Martinez teeing the ball up for the Leopards. Levi Brown back deep to receive for the Bulldogs.
There is a plus for this for Waldron. With the clock running like this, the game's going to be over quicker, and the people they'll get home earlier than what they normally would.
It is a significant drive.
Always looking on the bright side, Ron.
Got to. Hey, when you're driven like to Waldron like we have, we know it, buddy. Don't you?
Martinez's kick going to be fielded at the 12-yard line. Going to get out over the 20, be tackled short of the 25. That was Grano on the return.
Delamar again on the tackle, I believe, wasn't it? Yeah.
Bulldogs will take over 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line.
This is not the only game that got out of hand. Elkins, we mentioned Elkins earlier.
Yeah, we did.
56 points at halftime.
Oh, good.
Who are they playing?
Huntsville. Huntsville did not score in the first half.
Bailey up under center. Give up the middle. Looks like he's going to get forward for about 6 yards there on first down. That was Sam Eller.
That has to be one of the longest first down plays, if not the longest first down play of the night for them, Ben.
Absolutely. They have been in second and long situations repeatedly.
That'll make it 2nd and 4.
And this is likely to be a run and will likely be the last play of the third quarter.
Bailey pitches it out. Delamar gets up, makes the play in the backfield. Rogers on the carry for the Bulldogs.
Yeah. He was right there, and Cord was right there to make sure that he didn't get up and get going any further.
There's only about 1 or 2 seconds between the play clock and the game clock. They don't have to snap it. And I don't think they're going to.
I don't think so either.
Nope, that'll do it for the third quarter. Leopards leading in this one 48-0. We'll be back after this.
Farmers Bank and Trust is proud to bring you Kasasa. What's Kasasa? It's an easy way to earn cash, no talent necessary. It's like a participation trophy that's actually worth something. You do everyday things, we reward you in cash each month. That's free Kasasa checking. Ask for free Kasasa checking at Farmers Bank and Trust.
Red River Dodge of Malvern is thrilled to support the Leopards on the gridiron this season. Make sure you rush over to malverndodge.com to check out all the rebates on our new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Rams. We can't wait to support these guys all season. They work so hard all year long to represent our community on and off the field. Help us cheer on the team tonight. Go Leopards!
Good, bro? I mean, you all right, Chief? You all right, Chief?
Uh-oh. malverndodge.com. Go Leopards.
Welcome.
Go ahead. I was sitting here thinking that Dupree's probably done for the evening with 226 yards, and I'll check with Mark. That puts him over 1,000 for the year, doesn't it? Pretty close. And not only that, guys, he's the first game he missed the first half, the second half of it, and he's not playing. He's missed a full game, full quarters, and the yardage and touchdowns he's putting up.
Against very good competition.
Against outstanding competition.
Pitch out on third down. Going to be ran out of bounds short of the line to gain. Looks like they're going to mark him at the 30, and that'll bring up a fourth down.
And it will be interesting to see how the statistics all play out at the end of the year. That's something that we can do because we're not trying to game plan to win. We're just looking at results and trying to come up with interesting numbers at the end of the day. But I don't know that we will have ever – if things continue on the path that they're continuing, we'll have had a wide receiver running back duo with the combination of stats that we're seeing this year with Dupree and Carradine.
Here we go, fourth down, pitch out to Grano. He's going to get up over the 35-40, have enough for the first down.
And Waldron is still 0 for 10 on third down conversions, but they are 3 for 3 on fourth down conversions.
Yeah, they did a really good job of getting outside and actually pinching our defensive end in just enough to get around the corner on him, and had enough speed to go ahead and pick up the 1st and 10.
1st and 10 from the 40. Bring Rogers in motion. Give up the middle. Going to be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's Robert Reinhardt on the carry.
That may have been, was that Cy Jones, number 32 on the tackle?
Did not see.
Yeah, I'm trying to catch these kids. These kids that are playing significantly for numbers for the first time, and so we make sure that we get the names right.
2nd and 5 from the 45. Give is to Reinhardt up the middle. Going to pick up a couple up to the 47.
A cord was in there, and also getting up looked like that's number 42, and that would be, is Big still in there? I guess so.
That's Costin, yep.
Yeah.
You think it's 45? I don't
Maybe
see a 42.
And maybe I had them in 40, probably 45. Cairo Randall, another sophomore. This is something I know that Coach Plumlee's absolutely loving, getting these sophomores some real reps in real-time football.
3rd and 3 for the Bulldogs. Tosses it out to Rogers. Gets up over the 50. And, we got a flag fly, though.
Well, that's probably going to come back.
Yeah.
Touchdown for the Bulldogs, but we're going to have to see what the flag is. Will be a hold on the Bulldogs. Takes away the touchdown.
And Also takes away their first third down conversion of the night. So there's had an opportunity for mini first right there for Waldron, and unfortunately, a penalty negates it all.
It does.
Must have been very obvious with the tenacity that those flags were thrown.
Yeah, I mean, it was thrown with
make it third and 6. Pitch it out to Rogers. He's fighting for that first down, Ben. He may have got it.
He may have gotten it.
I think our Leopard defense may have thought he was about to scoot out of bounds, but
Big 65 going in now for the Leopards. That's Hunter Robinson, another sophomore.
And Hunter's got a really good football body, long arms,
now, number
wide shoulders.
Number 25, Case Rosenberry's out there in the safety spot, number 25. We'll get all these kids we can.
Roseberry.
Is it Roseberry?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it is Roseberry.
First and 10 from the 49. Got a fumble. Quarterback just falls on it. Clock runs, nearing the 7-minute mark. Leopards leading 48-0. Waldron going to be facing a 2nd and 12 from the other 49.
You know, the way the clock's running and the way Waldron's taking, if they don't score or do something, this is probably their last possession.
Give is to the back.
Oh, wow.
There we go.
Wow. Who was that came up and hit him like that, Ben?
Lucas Nix on the carry.
Was that number 45, Randall?
Boy,
I believe is who that was.
Randall and Devin Janelle.
Yeah. Boy, that's another sophomore.
3rd and 9 for the Bulldogs. Ball at the 48. Bailey tosses it out.
Wow,
this time
good
Malvern.
coverage.
Great job by Talon Accord.
Yes.
Strung it along, working sideline to sideline, and then when it was time, when he knew he had him pinned against the sideline, went in for the kill shot.
Allison did a nice job of staying home there as well.
Just a really good job of stringing it wide, not allowing space to get upfield, and then going in with authority to make the tackle.
Yeah, and we're seeing the guys that I'm just going to call them non-starters, but they're doing a really good job of staying with and executing the defensive schemes that the coaches have put in. Sometimes you put your backups in and you don't get that continuity that we're seeing right now.
Waldron going to take a timeout with 5:12 left in the ball game. Leopards leading 48-0. We'll be back after this.
Welcome to Larry's.
Hey guys, my name is Garrett. I've been coming to Larry's Pizza here in Malvern ever since it opened. My favorite is baked potato, chicken honey mustard. I love it. Come on down to Larry's.
It's so good you don't even know.
Larry's Pizza has buffet Tuesday and Friday nights starting at 5 p.m. Call us here at Larry's Pizza for all your specialty and game day pizza needs.
We want the Malvern Leopards to have a successful football season.
Go Leopards!
Welcome you back into Leopard Stadium. Leopards leading in this one 48-0, 5:12 left here in the ball game. Bulldogs facing a 4th and 12 from the 49-yard line. Joseph Rogers on to punt for the Bulldogs. Tristan Miles back deep to receive for the Leopards.
This may be maybe a
Rogers' punt is going to be fielded at the 25. Going to get forward up over the 40. Still making the guys miss. Going to be brought down around the 43. We do have a flag all the way back at the 26, though.
I believe this one's coming back to the 26. And then
some?
Then some, maybe to the 16.
That's where they'll bring it back, and then they'll start to take it back some more.
Yeah.
That'll be the starting point for which they take it further back.
That'll be the starting point for reverse.
Take it back now, y'all.
Let's see what we got.
And it is a block in the back.
It is blocking.
Block in the back. Will back the Leopards up to the 14-yard line. Well, nope. I was wondering about that. 16. I was thinking that seems like a 12-yard penalty unless they threw the flag at the wrong place. Well, now we are going to go back to the 14. Or back to the 12. We just keep going back. So 1st and 10 from the 12 it is. Kyle it right in at quarterback. Got a man split to each side. Hunter Adams going to be to the right of right. The right of right. Give is to Adams running off the left side. Up over the 20, 25. Falls down near the 30-yard line.
You know, we've seen Hunter Adams in different situations and everything, and has played quite a bit of ball and done quite a bit of relief job back there at tailback, guys. He's just steady ball player.
And he's a really good athlete, just, across the board.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, had his year cut short.
That's
right.
After week 1 of last year. Well, actually, it was week 0,
2.
but
Week 0.
1st and 10 from the 30. Give to Cedric Cook off the right side. Got some room to run. Now
That's
cuts
trouble.
it to the outside. 45-50. We brought down at the 45.
One thing that has separated, I think, this Malvern team, maybe even from last year's Malvern team, but certainly the teams that we've seen over the last decade or so, is the depth of speed, the number of guys that they can go to, get the ball in a number of guys' hands that have the speed for breakaway, long runs, touchdowns. And like right there, Cedric Cook is another one of those guys. You could just see the burst.
Give is to Adams running up the middle.
And, and following
Looks
up.
like he might have fumbled.
Ooh.
They're going to say Waldron's got it.
And following up on that, Ben, that also goes on the other side of the ball. I mean, the speed of our linebackers, our corners and our safeties, and even our defensive end, the whole bunch. This is, the last 3 years, we've seen a lot of speed on both sides of the ball. We look like an ash down, with that kind of speed.
And we have, we obviously graduated some kids off of that state championship team last year, but most everybody's back. It's not like a whole new team. We were very junior heavy last year, but I think that winning that state championship game is a confidence that makes you play faster.
Yeah.
Pitch out to Rogers on 1st down. Going to get near the 50. It looks like you will get the 50.
Well, and another thing, and I think one of the big things, the big question marks we had coming in, we lost 2, really. We graduated 2 outstanding defensive tackles. And the way the kids the kids have stepped in has really made a lot of difference,
Shout out to Dylon Carradine, who's waving at me from the sideline. 2nd and 2. Going to pitch it out to Rogers. He's going to be run out of bounds for no gain. That could be the last play of the game.
Could be the ball game, guys.
24 and counting left on the clock. We'll see if they choose to run another one. Does not appear like they're going to.
I believe they're done.
Well,
I didn't expect a really tough ball game, but I didn't expect one quite so lopsided. I'll put it that way. How's that?
Well, hey, guys, without a tiebreaker, your Malvern Leopards are in the playoffs after that 48-0 performance over the Waldron Bulldogs. Opening up 7-4A conference play with the win. We thank you for listening to us. If you can make the drive down to Ashdown next week, we ask you to do so. If not, you can do like I'm going to do and listen in to my two favorite guys with the addition of Dr. Rook. I'm Seth Roberts for Ben Dow and Ron McNamara. Thank you for listening. Leopards win 48-0. Stay classy and go Hogs.